is I want you to take some time, whether it be tonight or tomorrow, and I want you to list out your goals. And they can be your business goals, they can be your personal goals, your own fitness goals, whatever it might be. I want you to write those down, and then under that post, just share that picture. Take a picture or just type them out or whatever it is. I found that the more that I list my goals and be specific, and every day, every other day, I'm looking at those and I'm working towards meeting those. And there's just something about crossing it off when you get it done that just makes you feel that much more accomplished. And don't get discouraged if, October, I had a lot of goals and I didn't reach them all, but we made a lot of strides forward and we worked until that last minute. And so I was really happy with how October ended, and then I just carry those goals over and I move them over to November, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, and sometimes you're not going to hit those goals, but as long as you push till the end and you move it on to the next month. So take some time, think about that. You can look at mine as some examples. You can see a lot of my goals are for me, but a lot of them are for you as well as a team. And just, I'm striving big for November. I think November is already turning out to be a great beginning, a great start to the month. I am going to post this in the group later too. I didn't get to it, but we talked a lot about planting the seeds. And I know last week Megan and I were talking a lot about it too, and she kind of finally saw the benefits from that, of the planting the seeds. I know Julie she's already hit Success Club 10, and it's all from those planting of the seeds in October. And so speaking of, there she is. Hey, I was just talking about you, Julie. Maybe she's not connected yet. I was just talking about you.
Uh-oh.
No, I was talking about planting the seeds and how you've already hit Success Club. So, but no, I'm going to post, there is a calendar, and actually I have it right here. And it kind of looks like this. I don't know if you can see it really well. But it is, in addition to your vital behaviors, you're adding people, you're sending messages, you're posting. It is just planting those 3 seeds every day. So I've just decided that it's just going to be people on my Facebook. I'm just going to kind of extend an invite to, just say, hey, if you have any interest, let me know. And then some of them will say no. Most of them have just kind of asked for more information, just kind of seeing how it goes. But you plant those 3 seeds a day from November and December. That is 60 some days, and that's 3 people. So there's 9. No, I got to make sure I did say that right. However many, my math person, you can tell me, however many people that is, they're going to come back to you in January. And I was just listening to a call right before this where she was talking about how January to March is that the fitness revolution, where people are like, I want to work out, I want to get back into it. So again, I've said this to some of you too, I think January to March is going to be huge, only if you are kicking butt and working in November and December and sending those messages. Because when January 1st rolls around and Susie, who you messaged on November 5th, all of a sudden decides, you know what, I am ready to join that challenge group, I'm ready to lose weight, you're the person she's going to go to. But if you didn't send that message, if you didn't make that connection, then she's going to go to somebody else, or she's going to try, It Works or something, or whatever it might be. So, you want to make sure that you are planting those seeds and kind of going with that. You're posting, you're messaging, you're adding new people. Ask yourself if you're being consistent. And I am proof of that. I know Julie is proof of that. Megan is proof of that. Liz is proof of that. It's hard at first. It's hard to put yourself out there. But that's how you're going to gain new challengers. And that's how you're going to grow, is by posting, being consistent, sending those messages, adding new people. And that's how you're going to grow. And if you post one thing about your Shakeology and then that's it, and then you tell somebody about it, and it just all comes down to people are watching you. When I got done with the refresh, I posted in the morning and I said, results to come later. And I had somebody at work at noon when I got to school, they're like, I want to see your results, like where are they? So people are watching, even if you don't feel like they are. And that's what you have to tell yourself too, is like, okay, my people, they want to see what I'm doing, they want to see what I'm posting. And so that is going to help you to be consistent. Another thing is something I've been kind of struggling with is you're going to hear things from me, you're going to hear things from Hillary, you're going to hear things from Heather, but you have to do this your way. This is your business. This is your opportunity, and it's what you want to make of it. So I've been dealing with that a lot, just of trying to figure out kind of how I want my things to run. And people are going to tell you one thing, but you can take that advice, you can go with it, but this is your business, your opportunity, so you have to do with it what you want to. Last thing is, a few of you, we've been talking about recruiting. How do you get more coaches? How do you get to build your business? How do you get to be making more money and actually feel like what you're doing is worth it? And what is going to cause that is when you are signing up coaches and when they are signing up challengers and then they sign up coaches. That's kind of how it works, and that's how you're going to build. So one thing that I kind of want to throw out at you to kind of think about is, if you are wanting to start that whole recruiting process and you're not really sure where to go at, I always start with my challengers. The ones, especially the ones that are posting, the ones that you think would be great coaches like you. And a good way to go about it is, hey, you realize if you sign up 2 to 3 people, your Shakeology is paid for. Bonus right there, and if it's somebody that's kind of iffy, and don't judge them, let them make the decision. If they, it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, she has 4 kids, there's no way she's going to want to coach, there's no way she's going to have time. Throw it out there to her and let her decide, or him, let them decide if coaching is for them. So I was just thinking about that today too, throwing it out there, trying to get some people to kind of take that step. Hey, if you get 2 to 3 people to join this challenge group, your Shakeology is paid for, your challenge pack is paid for, those kind of things. So that was just something I was thinking about today, and just kind of wanted to throw that out there as well too. So, all right. Anybody have a question?
I do, actually.
Yeah.
So when I was first signing up people, you said to sign them up underneath coaches as well. While I was reading some posts, is it really difficult for them to decide? Because my fear now is the people that I have signed underneath coaches, I'm not for sure, but what if they decide they don't want to stick with the Shakeology and everything like that? Is it a terrible process to, I guess, cancel them out versus them just being signed up as customers?
Right. Yeah, that's hard. When I started, it was, Heather said, nope, you want to sign them up as discount coaches because, you get your 2 challenge pack points. It's a better discount for them, and you go from there. So
okay.
In that sense, that's kind of how my mind has always been. But I know some people don't want to sign up as a coach. They see coach and they're like, I don't want to coach. I don't want to be that. And I think it kind of all goes in the way that you explain it to them. And I can share with you how I explain that to people too. And what I've been using lately that's been working and kind of making more sense to people, I think. But if somebody decides that they don't want to do Shakeology anymore, there is in that Shakeology on HD reminder email, there is the process that you go through you can just email and cancel your Shakeology and cancel your club membership. If they want to cancel everything, like they don't want to have any more at all, they're done. They don't want to just wait a month. They're done totally. They do have to print off a form, and that's in the back office. Print off a form and then either fax or email it in. So it's a little bit of work, but I think in the long run, if they're fully, I don't know why they have them do that. I guess it's because they're canceling their coach enrollment. But if they do that, then they cannot sign up as a coach again for 6 months. So that's something for them to think about too.
Okay, so you only sign up just customers only if they say, hey, I don't want to be a coach. Otherwise, You're signing up people as coaches all the time unless they say something back.
Yep, exactly. And actually, I think I've had 3 people sign up as customers, and it's all been by accident. It's all been, for some reason, they clicked the wrong thing, and it signed them up as a customer. The only good thing about somebody signing up as a customer, and this was just kind of brought up in one of the groups too, was that they can purchase a challenge pack as a customer, and then they can cancel that Shakeology, and then they can sign up as a coach with a different challenge pack. So
I remember reading that.
Yeah, so The only time I'm really going to do that though is if it's like somebody I know really well that that is okay with doing that, or they, they kind of understand. Like, so for example, this, one of my girls, she signed up as a customer with the challenge pack. She called and canceled her Shakeology. And I recommend calling, because with her, it was just like a 2-minute thing and it switched. But she called, they canceled that Shakeology from her customer order, and then she signed up as a coach with the extreme challenge pack or whatever. So it ended up I got 4 success points from that, which was super nice. So that's why I think if it's a good friend of yours or somebody you really know, I would maybe have them sign up as a customer, especially with November Classic.
Yeah, so I'm thinking my mom.
Oh, yeah.
How she kind of, okay, I'm going to have her do that.
Yeah, because she just randomly bought Shakeology, right? Is that what we said the other day?
Yeah, I don't understand, but yes, that is the story.
I've had people do that too. They talk to me and they get so excited, and then they just go on and buy it, and I'm like,
yep.
Now I have to go through this whole process of calling coach relations, and yep.
Okay, well then, yeah, I will definitely do that with my mom then. That'll be cool.
Awesome.
I was just gonna say, I had Scarlett when she canceled her stuff, and she just faxed everything in, and it wasn't really that big of a deal for her to cancel it and stuff. So I would rather just put them as a coach instead of the customer, and then just kind of, I don't know, if they want to cancel, all she had to do was sign her name and fax it, and it took like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that was just my fear. Cause with my 2 challengers, they were just older.
And I think it even said something about where you could like scan it to yourself or mail it to them. So I just didn't, whatever you have available, I would say. But
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm in the dark. Aaron, turn the light off on me. So.
It's okay. What was I going to say with that? Yeah, and I guess I've always been told just to sign them up as coaches, because you want to build your legs, and when you're looking at advancing to your next rank, you do have to have 4 coaches on each leg. So, if you are moving on, and a lot of times, like my challengers, I'll just ask them, and I've been doing that now, hey, are you interested in coaching? Like, do you want to know anything about it, and go on, and then that way they're already signed up as a coach too. But I guess I've just always been told that way too. But I always throw it out there as like discount coach or preferred customer, because they do get that 25% discount. And if they're just a customer, I think they just get like 10% or something, and I don't think they save on shipping either. So really, yes, we're signing them up as coaches because it benefits us, but really it does benefit them as well too.
Okay.
Anybody else have a question?
I don't know if it's a question. It's just kind of a venting thing. But after I posted my picture of my transformation, I had like 3 girls that were like on the fence, and they messaged me like, okay, I really want to do this. I can, I see you're having success and stuff. And then like every single time we talk about how much it is, it's like crickets or whatever. Like, and I'm trying to, I do the $4 a day thing, for the meals and stuff. And I try to break it down from that way. And then I talk about the benefits of it and all of that. But I just feel like the price of the Shakeology part is like where I'm struggling at to get people to commit, I guess.
Megan, I'll hop in real quick.
Yep.
That was the struggle for me too. And honestly, 3 of my challengers that just signed on yesterday were ones that I've been talking to since August. And they finally just got set up. The one gal said, you know what, enough is enough. It's my birthday today or tomorrow, speaking of yesterday. And she just said, I'm doing this for me. So I think we just got to keep posting more. And the other gal that I had, she has messaged me probably once a month, if not more, about it. And I think we get her every time, and she's no, not going to do it. And just yesterday, that was what took it. Just all of a sudden, they switched their mind and they want to do it. So I want to encourage you that even though it is frustrating, talking to them every month, because that's what I did with a few of mine this time, it's just planting that seed because they do come around. All of a sudden, they see the light.
Okay. I had one that she just said that she wasn't sure if she had the determination in the part of like the diet part, and I was just kind of like, oh crap, I don't want to make it seem like, I don't know how to say it without being rude, but I wasn't going to be like, well, I'm not going to do it for you kind of thing, you know? So I just kind of left it to her. I'm just like, well, if you're ever ready, like, I'm here for you. Like, I think you can do it. I played sports with her in high school and stuff. So, like, I've seen her push herself and everything and stuff, but she's, like, really overweight now because she had 2 kids and kind of just let it go, I guess. And so I've just been trying to, like, encourage her and talk to her. But how do you know, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I want it more for her than she does. And so then it's like, I don't want to, I don't know, let go of her and like let her not do it, but I don't want to like spoon feed her either, I guess.
One thing with that I've noticed is if I talk to somebody and they give me that too, like that whole, I will try and make more of an effort to whenever they post something on Facebook, not even like weight loss related or anything, like anything they post, I always try to like it or comment on it and just let them know that way that I'm kind of thinking about them or they're on my mind or I'm encouraging them. And kind of like what Julie said too, it's just all of a sudden one thing you post, it's going to flip the switch and she's going to do it. Was it Monday morning? I think I had somebody message me who we'd been talking and I sent her the email to sign up in September and she never filled it out. All of a sudden on Monday, it was like, you know what? Okay, I'm ready now. So, and I know what you mean. Like, you know, you want it more than they do. You want them to succeed. You want to try and help them. And I really think a lot of it comes from the posting of what you do, what you're sharing, because all of a sudden, like you're going to post that one thing and it's going to, the switch is going to flip and they're going to commit and they're going to go in. One other thing too, Megan, with the cost, something I've been saying a lot lately is that there is that 30-day money back guarantee. So if they don't like it, if they're not finding results, even if they didn't want to do it, they got it and they decided they didn't want to, they can return it all for their money back. So I always throw that out there too. And then just kind of say, I mean, you won't need it, but just know that this is available if you think you want it or whatever. So I kind of throw that out there too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just funny because like some posts you think like, oh, you know, this will just be a quick post or whatever. And that's where I usually get like most of my girls. Like from today, I was just kind of posting because I wanted to see the difference between like when I first started and like to this morning or yesterday morning, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I had so many that just randomly messaged me and were like, okay, I'm on board now. But then it's like, once we start talking about like how much it is again, you know, it's kind of like I don't know, like it continues, like the conversation's going and stuff, and they're like, okay, well, I just need to check and I'll get back to you. And I don't know, I feel like sometime they'll come around, or I guess a lot of them are worrying about obviously like Christmas and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but you know, yeah.
I know it is hard, and I wish there was a easy way to get around that. And you know, you say you pay for what you get, you know, and we all know the benefits. That's why we're all here. And I think again, I think it's your posting and you talking about it, and you know, you had a really great post about Shakeology a while back with your thyroid and all that kind of stuff. So I would maybe even this week think about doing another post or two about Shakeology and just kind of what it's done for you, and post a picture with your favorite recipe or whatever. Just kind of throw that out there too. And I do that sometimes too. If I message somebody and they give me an excuse or they give me a reason, I'll make a post about that like a couple days later and try and be like, you know what, hey, here you go. Like somebody, oh, I can't get up at 5 a.m. to work out. Boom, I'm going to post my picture at 5:45 and say, look at me, you know, not that I'm doing it right at them, but I try to relate to what the excuses I'm getting and just how I push past them and stuff too. So I know, I wish there was a magic answer.
No,
I just feel like, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I know I had the other day that someone who I've talked to multiple times and it put me off. And she says, well, just so you know, she was online because she could do it in payments instead of buying it to me. So that was kind of a hard hit to take too, that, you know, if you would just do it through me, I can help you out. But since we don't do the payments, that makes it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just struggle, and I know you like can't have emotion with it or whatever, but when people are like, oh, I'm not sure I have the money to do this or whatever, and then, oh, I'm at a football game, or like, oh, I got a tattoo or something, I'm like, oh, I know, like, I'm supposed to separate this, but it kind of irritates me, and it, like, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, hitting me the wrong way, which I know it's not supposed to and everything, but when you sit there and you try so hard and, like, try to keep people, like on your list and talk to them and stuff, and then they kind of just like, I don't know, waste your time, I guess, but I don't know.
I think it's harder when it's your friends or your family that you're trying to help. I think that makes it a little bit more difficult. It's hard to take away that emotion. I have a couple really good friends from high school who, they're like, yeah, you're doing awesome. I want to on it. And they've been in the last 2 challenge groups, and every weekend I see Snapchats of them partying and drinking, and I'm like, okay, I guess you're really, but then it's like, you know what, I can only do so much for them. The rest of it has to come from them. So
Well, and then I used
it's hard.
the other day with the one girl that I had signed up yesterday or whatever. She was out of the blue. I worked with her like 2 summers ago, and I just was like, hey, how's it going or whatever, and she's like, good, I wanted to message you, but I just have been kind of like anxious at messaging you and stuff. And then we were talking about the price and everything, and I was like, you know what was really good for me was like putting the money into it. It's like, okay, I just paid this money, I need to make it worth like my money that I spent, basically, instead of sitting there like throwing money away. And like when you're working out and she's like, you push play, what do you want out of this? Like, I just want them to like get the product and try it, because like once they try it, I feel like, it makes a believer out of people. So yeah,
Definitely. Any other questions that are burning on your mind?
do we just use the same like October post calendar for November, or is there a new one?
There should be a new one, but I know Hillary's probably busy getting ready to leave for the Bahamas tomorrow. So I would just use what was in October and go from there. That's what I would do. So, because I think they're pretty much similar. I think she just changes a few things around or whatever. I'm waiting to hear back on when our next challenge group will be. I thought it would be the 16th, but apparently now they're looking at it being the 22nd, because they don't think people will want to have their first week of the group be the week of Thanksgiving. So I don't know. I kind of tried to put my 2 cents out there that I feel like if somebody's going to join a group, it doesn't matter if it's Thanksgiving or not. But that's just me. Like, I guess I would work out no matter what. So we'll kind of wait to see.
I don't know. I feel like if it's your first week, you're going to be more cautious of like, oh, I better not eat this, or, or I better kind of watch what I'm looking at, instead of just like, oh, I have next week, kind of thing.
Well, I guess me personally, I'd rather have my first week be the week of Thanksgiving than my preseason week. I mean, I'd rather focus on preseason before, but because I feel like
I just don't want to like tell people like, oh yeah, you can, enjoy Thanksgiving and then join us, because then it's kind of like, oh, okay, what are we actually saying then? Right. I guess.
Yep.
Can we go back on the calendar? What calendar are you guys talking about?
The posting calendar.
Where would, I'm sure I've seen it before, but where can I find it?
I'll find it and tag you in it. Hillary always makes a calendar with like just sample posts, like things that just ideas of what you could post on certain days. And
All right, I'm not sure if I came across that, so
okay,
I would definitely like that.
yeah, I actually have it not on this computer, on my school computer, and I'll write that down and make sure I tag you in it tomorrow or send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's super nice. Like I live by that thing. Oh, okay.
Because what I've been doing now is just going to your guys' pages and like kind of getting ideas from there, which can kind of be a little monotonous, so that'd be good.
Yeah, and I, like, before I found these calendars that Hillary posted, I was just randomly, like, posting, like, just random stuff. And then all of a sudden I saw her calendar and it, like, changed my life. So I definitely,
good.
I definitely recommend that. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, with our own group, I'm super excited that we have our own group. It's pretty awesome. I just looked today. I think we have, like, 30 people. So that's awesome that we've grown so much that we have our own group. So just some things though, make sure, and of course, like there hasn't been a ton of traction on there yet, but, you guys did a great job of it when we were with Heather too. Just make sure you're posting on everybody's pictures, not just your challengers, because, and like, I know Megan told her challengers this too, you love when somebody gives you a compliment. So, go and do the same to somebody else. It makes you feel better. If you have good recipes, Shakeology stuff, just share it. I really want to keep the energy high, and because the challenge groups are what make your business. So if these people have a great experience, they get a lot out of it, they're going to want to come back and they're going to keep going and on and on. So yeah, I'm super excited that we have our own group. And I know Julie's going to post next week. So I don't know if Megan and Liz, if you guys want to take a week 3 or week 4. I think I uploaded the document onto the group, but basically all you do is it's like a Word document. You open it, you copy and paste whatever day it is, you post it, and then you pin the post. And I think as long as you're an admin, you should be able to pin it. So it's not hard. It's just, you guys have to remember, okay, I have to post today. So go and look back on it that way. And if you guys aren't ready for that yet, that's totally fine. I can post another week too. It's not a big deal. So, but.
I can handle posting. I just wanted to know like where the template was and stuff, but I think I found it.
Okay. Did I post it in the group? It's like the 28-day posting calendar or something like that.
Is that, oh wait, I found a weekly posting plan. Is that for,
it should be like our, I'll double check and make sure. If I didn't upload it, I will. 28-day.
28, oh, there we go. New 28, okay.
Yeah. So then you just go and if anything's in red, you can alter it to fit your situation or your story or whatever. So, but yeah, it's not, the hardest part is just remembering that you have to do it. That's the hardest part. Because like Saturday, all of a sudden it was like 8:30. I'm like, shit, I'm on the road. Julie, can you post for me quick? So that's the hardest part. So awesome. All right, we got 6 minutes left. Anybody else have any questions or concerns or thoughts? There is a free group. I think we're going to do it next week, Monday. I think Abby from Inspire Wellness, Team Inspire Wellness, I think she kind of took over running that, which is awesome. And so she did print or did a picture for the logo. So if you want to use that, I think they're going to do like freezer meals, which should be really good. I think it'll be similar to like our crock pot. So how that kind of works, I don't know. Did all of you participate in the free group last month?
I don't think I did.
No? Okay. That's okay. I didn't either. I was being a Debbie Downer, and so I didn't. No, so.
Was that the crock pot one or the other? Was there a different
there was one in October. It was like the club membership one where they got access to all the workouts and stuff. The tailgate one.
Yeah, I I like was asking people to join and I didn't have anybody.
Yeah, I didn't either. So, but yeah, this one, I think I'll probably post on Thursday night and then probably Saturday morning. And if people comment and say they want in, and I'll share this too in our group, what I usually send them after they tell me they want in, then I send them a link so that they sign up for a free account with me. And the hope is that they join the group and then eventually they want to be a part of a challenge group and they already have an account with you and all that kind of stuff. So I'll tag you guys in that picture on Facebook on that link. And then that'll be up and running next week. So it's just kind of good to get some traction and some new people in to kind of see what a group is. And it's awesome for us too to get some recipes. So we share that stuff. So.
I was just looking on here. Sorry, there's a weekly posting plan thing that you put on there. Is that just what you use? Okay, perfect. That's what I was looking for.
With like the little post-it note thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually last week I had a diamond call and this lady, she talked about posting and that's what she used. So I've been trying to incorporate that a little bit more, just trying to give me some ideas. It's pretty general, so I've just been kind of looking at it. I just shared it if you guys wanted some. But like some of them, like share what you're doing right now. It's like I don't think people want to know what I'm doing in my child development class or whatever. I mean, whatever. So yeah, some of it, you kind of have to bring it to you as well too. But
yeah. And
I sometimes too will like take a picture of something and I won't even use it as a post until like 2 or 3 days later. So I feel like I have tons, or if I'm on Pinterest and I have like 10 minutes, I'll just search a bunch of stuff and I'll like it, and I'll go back and use them for posts later. So don't feel like you have to take a picture and then that's what you have to post. Like I kind of stockpile my pictures and use them as posts and those kind of things. So
it saves you time doing that for sure.
Definitely. And I finally figured out how to copy and paste on my phone. That's like the best thing ever. So sometimes and then Kevin, like as soon as I posted that I figured it out, he's like, you really didn't know how to do that? I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Like, didn't you see me over here swiping on my phone for like 5 hours? Didn't you? But yeah, so sometimes I will just like type up in an email what I want my post to say. Like the one I just did tonight, I typed that up during my lunch and on my computer, and then I just copy and pasted it, and then yeah, I saved like 10 hours of my life on my day. Yeah, so like I don't know, I'm crazy, but like when I'm getting ready in the morning and I think about what I want to post, like it'll just start to come to me, and then I'll just. But
I think that's my biggest problem with posting is I think about it and then it's like I don't have time to do that right now, and then it's like I get busy in my day and then I don't post. All of a sudden it's noon and I haven't posted anything. So that's a good idea to type it up in an email form or something so you can just copy paste it.
Yep. And what's worked for me is I set my times that I post. Like on my personal page, I post at 7 a.m. and it has to be at 7. Whatever it is, I'm going to post it at 7. And then I'll post at either 12 or 12:30. And then sometimes if I have something, I'll post it at 3 or 3:30. But then it's always, and you want to save your best post for your night, because that's really when the most people are on Facebook. So like transformation or your challenge group invites or whatever it is, do it at night, because that's when you're going to get a lot of the same traction. Another thing too, if somebody comments on your picture, rather than replying right away, wait till the next day. Like, so if you post tonight, wait until like tomorrow afternoon to comment, because then it goes back up to the top of the news feed and scrolls back through. So little hints that way. I'll even go back 2 or 3 days later and reply to somebody's comment that they left me, just to try and get that traction back up there and for more people to see it. So, all right, we got less than a minute. Any final thoughts?
Nothing.
You're unmuted, Megan, just so you know.
I know. I'm trying to think of something funny, but I did nothing.
Oh, you got nothing? Nothing? All right. Well, I am going to go to bed. And the rest of you, thanks for joining. Thanks for calling on. We will.
This is definitely a good thing.
Yes, I like it. I enjoy it.